On the eve of the Robotaxi launch, Elon announced a recall of 27,000 Cybertrucks due to an issue that we believe is pretty serious. Now, this isn't the first time the pickup truck has encountered a problem, but the number of Cybertrucks getting recalled is nearly the whole population so far, which raises the question, what's really going on with Cybertruck? Will a wave of customers turn their backs after this issue? Welcome to Tesla Car World. Before talking about the recall, we all know Cybertruck's been one of Tesla's most controversial products since it got introduced in 2019, and it doesn't look like anything we've yet seen before. In fact, it's pretty bizarre. Its design makes most people dislike it because it strays too far from the traditional pickup. As an electric pickup, it also appears heavy and sluggish due to the stainless steel panels that cover the whole vehicle. What makes people not like the Cybertruck even more is the price, which has gone up more than 50% compared to what Tesla originally suggested, and the performance is kinda underwhelming. However, despite the disappointment, we haven't seen any customers complaining about driving a Cybertruck. In fact, many of them have given quite high praise to the steer-by-wire system. But shortly after receiving positive reviews, Cybertruck encountered another issue that led Tesla to recall a total of 27,185 vehicles, meaning all Cybertrucks made between November 13, 2023 and September 14th of this year are getting recalled. According to NHTSA's safety recall report, the Tesla Cybertrucks affected by this recall have an issue where the rear view camera goes black for 6 to 8 seconds when the vehicle goes in reverse. This issue can impair the driver's rear visibility and increases the risk of a crash, which is pretty dangerous, yeah? First things first, recall is not the correct term to use here. Basically, all these recalls are simply software bugs that get fixed with OTA updates, which can get installed by the owners at the click of a button from their app. You don't need to actually take your Cybertruck into the shop to get it fixed. Teslas get very few physical recalls, unlike traditional car manufacturers. But we still want to use recall to be as accurate as possible with what's being mentioned in the newspapers. The issue is described as follows. On certain affected vehicles under certain conditions, the vehicle system, including the rear view image, may not complete a shutdown process before the system is commanded to boot up. If the driver starts a backing event before the vehicle system completes its shutdown and boot up, the rear view image may not display within 2 seconds of placing the vehicle in reverse as required. In fact, this isn't the first time Cybertruck's encountered issues. As we understand, this is the 5th recall for Cybertruck since the company launched in November last year. We're not denying that Cybertruck has many faults, but that's given its short time out there on the market. Before, back in Jan, Tesla issued a software recall for nearly 2.2 million of its vehicles, including Cybertruck, due to an issue with the font on the warning lights for the vehicle's anti-lock braking system that was too small to read. Next was a smaller recall in April involving about 4,000 Cybertrucks due to a pedal issue. Most recently, in June, there were 2 recalls related to Cybertruck's large single windshield wiper and decorative plastic piece along the edge of the truck bed that could get loose and come off the vehicle when driving. The rear view camera going black for up to 8 seconds is indeed long enough to be problematic, especially for a vehicle that costs at least $81,000. Cybertruck partially relies on the rear view camera for safe maneuvering. The truck does have blind spots due to its standard tailgate, and when the tailgate gets closed, it completely obstructs the view out of the rear window. Furthermore, federal regulations require the rear camera feed to appear within 2 seconds of going in reverse, so Cybertruck seems to be in violation of that. However, it can be said that of the nearly 28,000 vehicles getting recalled, that helps us estimate how many Cybertrucks have been made to date, which Tesla's not yet told us. This incident seems to indicate that since the last Cybertruck recall, when nearly 12,000 vehicles were affected, we've seen approximately 15,500 additional pickups delivered to customers, meaning that about 910 Cybertrucks got made each week, or 130 per day. Since the first recall happened 3 weeks before June and the second quarter ended, we can minus 2,730 Cybertrucks from the 15,497 delivered since then. Now, these figures are just estimates, thus it would mean around 13,000 Cybertrucks were delivered in third quarter. Now, going back to the rear view camera issue, Tesla noted that they identified this problem on September 12th as part of an internal compliance audit for Cybertruck. An investigation was conducted from the 13th to the 19th of last month, which the company performed tests to replicate the issue. Tesla did the assessment on September 19th, and a voluntary recall regarding the delay of Cybertruck's rear-view camera got initiated. Cybertrucks made on or after September 18th aren't included in the recall, and owners don't need to take any action with the software update 2024.32.5.2 or later. Now, as of September 25th, Tesla's identified 45 warranty claims and 4 field reports potentially related to the issue. The company notes that it's not aware of any crashes, deaths, or injuries that are related to the rear cam. So, how did Tesla fix this issue? Similar to the other recalls, the delay issue with the rear-view camera on the Cybertruck's been resolved through software updates. Yes, this issue can be fixed with a software update, unlike the dangerous accelerator pedal problem earlier this year that required owners to physically bring their trucks back to the dealerships. While addressing the existing issue, Tesla began sending out invites to order the Cybertruck, but this will not be Foundation Series, meaning Cybertruck enthusiasts will be able to purchase it at the original lower price instead of adding an extra 20 Gs. Thus, starting price for the dual-motor variant will be at $79.90. Of course, this does not include options and full self-driving. At the time we made this, Tesla's Cybertruck's ordering page still displayed the Foundation version, but it seems production of the standard ones of the fully electric pickup are going to begin soon. Tesla has not yet told us whether Cybertruck's all-wheel drive qualifies for the tax credit in the U.S. Screenshots posted online suggest deliveries of the non-Foundation Cybertruck are set to begin between October and November. Interestingly, the range for the Cybertruck all-wheel drive is listed at 325 miles of charge, which is lower than the 340 miles for the Cybertruck all-wheel drive Foundation series. To summarize, this is a great opportunity for customers who want to buy a Cybertruck at the original price instead of paying the extra 20 Gs for the Foundation series. There are just a few days left till we get more details about Robotaxi, a self-driving vehicle that shares some design elements with Cybertruck. We think it's going to resemble it by about 40% in certain aspects. There are reports suggesting Elon might unveil 2 additional models at this event to heighten excitement. Now, we're not certain about this hypothesis, but it does seem kind of credible since Elon confirmed that this is going to be a very important product launch. Now, we all know Cybertruck's got a 123 kilowatt-hour battery pack that allows for a max range of 318 miles. Cybertruck exclusively uses 4680s made by Tesla and Panasonic. Recently, there have been rumors about improved 4680 batteries that could increase the capacity of EV batteries by 500%. which has sparked discussions among people. If true, Cybertruck will have an increased range, but if it turns out to be false, it's clearly a huge exaggeration. So we want to know what you think. Is this true or fake news? Specifically, according to an article from Interesting Engineering titled 500% More EV Battery Power Panasonic's 4680 Cells to Boost Vehicle Range, the article states Panasonic Energy claims to have leveraged 30 years of experience in developing cylindrical lithium-ion battery technology to pioneer a mass production method for high-performing 4680s, said to potentially increase the density of the energy by 500% for 4680 batteries. Now, according to the report, Panasonic claims that the 4680 lithium ions offer improvements over the conventional 2170s. The company states that the new cells have 5 times more energy compared to the 2170s. This not only extends the driving range of EVs, but also reduces the number of cells needed for the same battery capacity, ultimately leading to a more efficient battery assembly process and, in turn, the good news for us, lowering the cost of EVs, making them more accessible to a broader market. According to the company, production process for 4680s with a higher capacity per cell requires more advanced technology and expertise. So that's the entire article. And it's clearly not hard to see that this is complete fake news. While 4680 battery is better than the 2170, it's not to the extent of 500% of an improvement, probably 20% at most. The 4680 is simply bigger in size and gives more power. Right now, 4680's got an energy density of 272 watt-hours a kilo. Tesla recently attained success in producing it using a dry coating process, eliminating the wet coating after many efforts to cut battery costs by not having to use a drying oven. But it's clear the energy density of the 4680 has not changed. It goes up when Tesla adds silicon to the anode and increases manganese, which could help boost the energy density of the battery by up to 40%. Now, Tesla has not yet implemented this, and right now are focusing on dry coating processes. Tesla's Model 3 sedan and Model Y do not use the 4680. Instead, they use LFP cattle or the 2170 batteries. Now, once Tesla starts using the new 4680s, the driving range is expected to increase by about 20%. But it is worth noting that we've gotten news that Tesla's researching 4 variants of the dry cathode 4680 battery, and these 4 will offer different performances and be used in different models. Specifically, a recent report from The Information stated that Tesla is looking to introduce 4 variants of the dry cathode 4680s, which will be used for several types of vehicles. These new batteries are expected to be introduced the year after next. Now, as we know, Tesla's 4680 was launched on Battery Day back in 2020, and so far it's the best battery the manufacturer has. We're not denying production process for 4680 has faced delays due to its complexity, but after these issues got resolved in July, a report from Tesla stated that this electric vehicle manufacturer is prepared to mass produce a complete version of the 4680, said to feature both the anode and cathode made using Tesla's dry cathode process. Shortly after the report from China, a senior manufacturing engineer at Tesla responsible for developing the 4680 cell shared a post on social media saying that the first Cybertruck with a fully dry cathode 4680 cell has been built. We think that Tesla will soon incorporate the 4680 to all Cybertrucks made by the end of this year. Regarding Tesla's 4 variants of the 4680, they're said to be codenamed NC05, NC20, NC30, and NC50. Each type of dry cathode battery is believed to be designed for different purposes and varying densities. The report states that NC05 will primarily power the upcoming Robotaxi. Plus, NC05 is expected to get used in Cybertruck, Semi, and another yet-to-be-announced vehicle, which we believe includes the $25,000 Model T that Elon often talks about. On the other hand, the dry cathode battery NC20 is said to have more energy and be used for SUVs, the Cybertruck, and other vehicles down the road. Tesla delivered a total of 462,890 vehicles in third quarter, including 439,000 Model 3 and Y and 22,900 Model S, Model X, Cybertruck, and the Semi. Now, these numbers, while not reaching the whispered figures out of Wall Street, are still enough for Tesla to be the largest seller of battery electric vehicles in the world as of third quarter, now surpassing the Chinese automaker BYD. Tesla is generally the world leader in BEV sales, although in fourth quarter BYD surpassed the American electric vehicle manufacturer. BYD's achievements have been praised by Tesla critics and widely reported in media outlets. However, the Chinese automaker's reign as the world's top EV company did not last long, and Tesla took that crown back in first quarter of this year. And that was the case for second quarter. Right now, though, Tesla and BYD have announced their delivery results for third quarter. And as we just mentioned, for third quarter, Tesla delivered a total of 462,000 vehicles, an increase of nearly 7% compared to the same period of last year, and a rise of over 4% compared to second quarter. In contrast, BYD sold 443,000 BEVs, a 2.7% increase compared to the same period last year, with a rise of about 4% compared to the previous quarter. Although lower than Tesla's numbers, BYD's third quarter results are pretty commendable considering the impressive performance of Model Y and Model 3 in many markets across the globe. The two manufacturers are closely following each other, and it's likely both will step things up in the fourth quarter, with the Robotaxi event giving Tesla a significant advantage. The Cybertruck, with its unveiling back in 2019, caused a stir in the automotive world with its bold design and futuristic style. The bulletproof glass test seen on Joe Rogan's podcast went viral, though it was meant to be a joke. Despite criticism for the unique shape and early technical issues, Cybertruck continues to be an attention grabber whenever it shows up on the streets, and many think it's a symbol of innovation in the EV industry, especially in the pickup segment. Its angular, rugged design and stainless steel outside may turn people off, but ultimately, this is its uniqueness as it breaks the old mode and embraces the future with a fresh approach. Despite recent recalls, particularly regarding the rear-view cam issue, it's important to note that Tesla quickly responded and fixed these problems with free software updates without requiring vehicles to actually get taken to the automaker. This is one of Tesla's strengths, constantly iterating and fixing things quickly through OTA updates, something that few traditional automakers can do. In addition to the majority of haters out there, Cybertruck still enjoys a lot of popularity among many people thanks to its steering system and responsive handling. We've seen a driver share that he miraculously avoided a crash thanks to the steer-by-wire system. With new versions and advancements in battery technology, Cybertruck has the potential to surpass current limits, becoming a durable, environmentally friendly vehicle and a pioneer in the electric pickup truck trend. Evidence of this is in its sales outpacing the highly regarded Ford F-150 in the United States of America. Although the journey of Cybertruck has faced some challenges, it still represents a promising future as its production rate is being ramped up to, get this, 3,000 units every single week. Cybertruck is a clear testament that achieving breakthrough innovation sometimes requires embracing experimentation, and you're going to have some initial imperfections along the way. Thus, Tesla and Cybertruck are ushering in a new era of more powerful, bolder pickups that defy conventional standards, which is a characteristic of Elon Musk. And that's a wrap on the news about Cybertruck and Tesla. What do you think about these new issues surrounding the pickup, and does it deserve all the hate? We gotta admit, we still love it because it's clearly more special than many things that have just ultimately gotten too boring these days. It's time we embrace the future with something fresh like this. Right on. Thank you so much for watching our video. Hey, if you found this content helpful and want to check out more exciting info about Tesla's EVs, make sure you're hitting that like button and sharing this video. And also, you got to subscribe. Just press that subscribe button down there and you'll be subbed to Tesla Car World, and your notifications will be on so you never miss our latest vids. Again, we thank you so much for your support and hope to see you back here for the next video. Thanks again for watching. Take care and God bless. Bye.